Beautiful day, folks. Tremendous day. People told me, sir, you need relaxation, you need a break. Very unfair thing to say, by the way, because I work harder than anyone. Harder than the fish, harder than the water. But I said, fine, let's go fishing. Let's make fishing great again.
Mr. President, I brought you out here because nothing soothes a man's nerves like watching a bobber sit still for 3 hours while nothing happens. It's like Congress, only quieter and with fewer lobbyists.
John, renaming this body of water to the Gulf of America was the best move. The fish feel patriotic now. They want to get caught. They say, sir, take me. I want to be part of something great. That's why this will be the best fishing day ever. Biggest catches, most beautiful catches. Now, this is a boat, John, a patriotic masterpiece, probably the most American boat anyone's ever seen. People look at it and say, sir, is that freedom floating? And I tell them, yes, it is. Very high quality freedom, believe me.
Well, Mr. President, she's sitting mighty proud, like a bald eagle wearing a tuxedo.
Beautiful comparison, John. Very American bird, very American boat. Quite frankly, this might be the greatest fishing vessel of all time. Many people are saying it.
Sir, if these fish don't bite, they're dumber than a possum trying to use a smartphone. And I've seen that. It ain't pretty.
If the fish don't bite, it's rigged. Everybody knows it. The water's rigged, the bait's rigged, probably the scales too. There will be a deep investigation if they don't bite. Look at this rod. Custom made, titanium, gold trim, American craftsmanship. People see it and say, sir, is that even legal? And I say, for me, absolutely.
I reckon that rod has more gold on it than a Vegas chapel running a discount wedding. Oh, biscuits. I just hooked a Democrat duck.
Stand back, John. I deal with ducks better than anyone. I'll negotiate with him. They respect strong leadership, especially the feathered ones. John, a lot of people don't know this. I'm an incredible fisherman, world-class instincts. When I was young, they said, sir, he'll accomplish unbelievable things, but fishing, too easy for him. And guess what? They were right. I'm too powerful for the fish.
Well, Mr. President, if confidence was cheese, you could melt a whole pizza with just your ego. I like that.
Delicious pizza, by the way. The best. New York style. John, look at this. Look at this strength. I haven't felt resistance like this since the debates. This fish is enormous, probably a record breaker.
Well, slap my knee and call me bipartisan. You just caught something older than the Senate.
This is a disgrace, a complete disgrace. Boot shouldn't be in the ocean. Everybody knows that. Somebody planted this. And I know fake news CNN is already drafting a headline, Trump throws boot into lake, total lies. They're very sick people, John, very sick.
Mr. President, my uncle always told me, a man who fishes for peace will always catch something, even if it's disappointment. And I took that to heart.
That's deep, John, very deep, maybe too deep. People say I'm deep, but that was Mariana Trench deep.
I'll tell you another thing. Fishing is honest. If the fish don't like you, they just don't bite. People should try that. It would save us a lot of campaign ads.
John, this is it. This is the big one. I feel it. This is a fish that respects strength, a fish that votes red, a fish that...
By golly, Mr. President, that's definitely a Democrat fish. Only they'd be the ones to slap the man feeding them.
Senator, that fish just made a terrible mistake, big mistake. I was going to catch and release. Very generous of me. But now, now it's on a list. A very exclusive list. And at the top of that list, things we're eating tonight.
You know, Mr. President, this Gulf reminds me of Congress, full of things lurking beneath the surface, and half of them stink.
John, you're thinking of the Gulf of Mexico. Total disaster. This is the Gulf of America now, upgraded, renovated. We took out the lurkers, the bottom dwellers, the shady characters. Frankly, it's the safest Gulf in the world. Fish salute me when they swim by. Uh-oh. Hold on, John. It's my wife, the First Lady. Hello, my amazing wife. You are on with the most successful fishermen in the Gulf of America. How may I help you?
Darling, cut the nonsense. You said you would be here 1 hour ago. There is no meeting. I hear seagulls.
It is a very important meeting. Me, Senator Kennedy, and the fish. You cannot get a bigger deal than that. Very high level.
You say big deal every time you disappear to have your alone time. Are you at least catching anything, or are you just talking about catching?
We are catching. There is a lot of interest in the hook, tremendous interest. Some of the fish are thinking about biting. We are in negotiations.
So no fish? Listen, you come back before dinner. I made something nice. If you are late, you get cold food. Very cold. Like CNN ratings.
Very strong message. I hear you. I will wrap it up soon. You are doing an amazing job, by the way. Best First Lady. Everybody says so.
Good. I love you. Try not to fall in.
Trouble at home, Mr. President?
No. Everything is fine. That is called married life, John. I deal with world leaders all day, but one call from the wife, and suddenly I am on a tighter schedule than Air Force One.
In Louisiana, that's what we call real power.
Very real, very powerful. All right, John, we need at least one big fish before I go back so I can walk in like a hero. I need evidence this trip was a success.
Hold up now. By golly, Mr. President, hand me them binoculars. I just seen something strange, and I'm from Louisiana. I know strange. Well, I'll be. Is that, Mr. President? Is that Tim Walz out there?
Tampon Tim out here? I thought he dropped out and disappeared after the daycare disaster in Minnesota. Looks like he ran out of places to hide on land, so now he's hiding on the water.
He looks more nervous than a politician standing next to an audit.
Look at that, folks. Tim Walz finally found something stronger than him, a fish with more backbone than his whole administration. He got yanked faster than he left the race in Minnesota. Very quick exit, very weak.
By golly, that fish just did more vetting than the entire Minnesota government.
Somebody throw him a life jacket, not for him, for the fish. That poor fish just got stuck with Tampon Tim. Total disgrace. John, history is happening. Double fish moment. The crowds would love this. The ratings would be through the roof. CNN would turn their cameras off.
Well, they ain't big, but they sure are committed. Just like the folks who still think cars running on gasoline ought to be illegal.
John, look at them tiny little things, but they love me. They really do. If fish could vote, we'd win every lake, every river, every puddle. Landslide, absolute landslide. John, last time I went fishing, and this is true, people know it, I actually hooked the Loch Ness Monster. Beautiful catch, massive, historic, and right as I'm reeling it in, a UFO or UAP, whatever they're pretending to call it now, swoops down, abducts the whole thing, took the monster, and my hook, unbelievable.
Sir, that sounds like something my Uncle Clarence would say when he'd had a little too much cough syrup.
Well, your Uncle Clarence was a visionary.
Mr. President, sitting out here on the Gulf of America, peaceful as a church pew on Tuesday, for some reason makes me think about Minnesota.
Minnesota? John, we're relaxing. Please don't ruin this, okay?
I can't help it, sir. Minnesota these days is like a fishing net full of holes. There's some alien daycare fraud swimming through faster than the fish we didn't catch today. You blink, and the money's gone. Just like Ilhan Omar's accountability.
Total embarrassment. Everyone knows it. If Minnesota ran like the Gulf of America, strong, clean, honest, they'd be a lot better off, believe me.
Well, sir, I'll say this. This Gulf behaves better than their entire state legislature.
Correct. Absolutely correct. All right, John, beautiful day, tremendous day. Perfect ending.
Good fishing, Mr. President.
Great fishing, historic even. And remember, MAGA wins again.